Hello and welcome to Lap of the World. I'm Richard.
I'm Liz, and this is our 1992 Acura NSX.
It has 280,000 miles on it. It's lapped 20 or so different racetracks.
And we're driving it from Knoxville, Tennessee to Washington, D.C. for NSXPO 2019.
So join us as we hit the track and the street with 100 or so other owners in celebrating the history and the future of those three iconic letters. Welcome then to the first official day of NSXPO 2019, which turned out to be a gorgeous day out at Summit Point Motorsports Park. We started our day with Liz promptly being put in charge of something and me promptly scurrying off to take a look around the paddock at some of the NSXs that were there, both new and old, as well as some other stuff that showed up.
We also had a chance to hang out a bit with Ann and Gabe from Common Fibers, another one of our OG sponsors for NSXPO. They have a great selection of stuff and even some new ones this year, which is all carbon fiber, anywhere from car parts to wallets, purses, keychains, bottle openers, really you name it, they make it.
After that, it was time to get on track. Chen Motorsports was kind enough to provide an early morning session for all drivers to do some sighting laps of the track at controlled speed under a yellow flag, just to get your bearings and find out where the puddles were and things like that, as there were some left from overnight rain. I then enjoyed a short break to grab a snack while some other run groups were in progress before heading back out for our first full session. Well, I am currently stopped on the track, fully track right between turns 3 and 4 for a red flag for what is apparently, the gentleman in the corner station was telling me, there was a car fire. I hope it's nothing bad, but these things can happen. You always got to watch your corner stations for the red flag, so you make sure you get stopped in case they need to get emergency vehicles on the track and, they don't know where they may need to get to. So here we sit. Again, hopefully it's nothing bad. I doubt I will show you any of that. I'm not in the business of profiting from anybody's misfortune. So, fingers crossed for the owner of aforementioned car. I hope it's nothing too bad, that it was extinguished quickly and is salvageable. Really unfortunate. I hope everybody's okay. But, yeah, so I'm going to wait out until he gives me a black/red, and then I will proceed cautiously into the pits. Bummer, first session of the day for our first full session of the day for us. We did get 30 minutes in before this happened, though, so, for my part, nothing lost. It is what it is. Anyway, again, I hope everybody is okay, but I'll catch up with you guys back in the pits. So as not to leave you hanging, there was, in fact, a car fire. No one was injured, fortunately, and that's the most important thing, of course. And one NSX may need a little cosmetic work to the rear end, but did not seem otherwise mechanically damaged. The rest of the driving day was mercifully without incident. We rejoin you after a beautiful day out at Summit Point Motorsports Park. I think, what did we start out at, about kind of 50s this morning? Got up to probably, I'm going to say low to mid 70s this afternoon, but never got really hot. It was never really that cold either.
It was a little bit chilly this morning.
A little chilly.
Yeah.
I mean, enough to wear a jacket, but not enough to really, go and try and hide inside or anything.
I think it was perfect.
It's been basically ideal weather all day long. I spent the day behind the wheel intermittently, and also working in some other forthcoming content that you should be, I think you'll be interested in or entertained with. And Liz has been keeping herself busy as well.
Yeah. I spent the day actually keeping the list of people signing up for riding with Peter Cunningham and James and Nick Robinson in the Pikes Peak cars.
Yep, so
I was getting them in and out of the cars and making sure the drivers were happy and had gas.
Yeah. Having gas in the car is important.
Yes.
As was discovered. But anyway, typical Honda Acura problems, right? Out of gas, that's why the car doesn't run. But no, I think overall it's been a great day.
And knock on wood, this is the last session.
Yes,
no accidents or anything.
we're into the Chin Track Days happy hour, where basically anybody can go out and drive around as long as you're polite and play nice. So, and I think that's been the case pretty much all day long. I've had a great time on track in the blue group. Everybody has been courteous and also very quick, generally speaking. I think the conditions have improved as the day went along. We had a wet, or I say a damp session this morning, and then everything else has had at least a dry line. People are still taking advantage of it this morning. But yeah, so if you were, what Liz was saying is, if you were in the area, you don't have to have been signed up for the track event. In fact, if you're watching this tonight, if you're watching this on Wednesday evening, and you want to come out to the track on Thursday and get a ride with Peter or one of the Robinson brothers in one of the NC1 or Pikes Peak cars of some class or another, you're welcome to come and do that. So
yeah, we'll be running it all day tomorrow as well. I mean, as long as everything goes as planned.
Yep. So for the meantime, though, I think we've I haven't quite exhausted myself, but I've exhausted my brake pads. So I was wrong on the internet. My brake pads did not last all weekend. I think they've just gotten down to the indicator, the wear, what do you call those, wear squealer strips. So I just don't want to listen to that anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and change them out, and then we'll be good to go for tomorrow, I think.
So I think that about wraps it up for us for the first track day. We're gonna walk a little bit and then head back and find something to eat. Yeah, we've both been busy, me driving and her volunteering, that we haven't had a chance to really kind of walk around and see the Summit Point grounds too much. So we figured we'd go for a little walk while the car cools off, and then I'll get on with swapping pads out before we head back for dinner. But yeah, for now, I hope you've enjoyed this little sort of track day update, I guess. And we'll if we don't catch you out here tomorrow, then we will. If you're with NSXPO, we'll probably see you at the social event. But until then, I'm Richard. And I'm Liz.
This is Lap of the World, and we will see you in the next video, if not at the track.